we've got a... Welcome to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy. I'm bringing you a collection unboxing video. We've got 5 or 6 different collections, all different sizes, most of which are going to be action figures from these collections. There is a couple vehicles, some play sets, lots of accessories, and we're going to go over all of that stuff. This is the reselling side of my channel, where I am bringing in all these collections. I'm going to analyze them. We're going to clean things. We're going to pair figures up with accessories and then get them ready to go onto eBay. And I can tell you in this video, we've got 2 boxes that come that look like I'm probably going to lose a bunch of items because they're ripped all the way open. They're crushed. It's unbelievable. So we're gonna take a look at that and show you what the condition of these boxes were when they got here. We also have the Ewoks Cartoon line, I think every single figure. So we're gonna take a look at those, and then we have some bunch of accessories, and I'm telling you, we're gonna find some reproductions. So we'll go over that. And if you could, right off the bat, if you enjoy Star Wars stuff, if you love the Star Wars Daddy, do what helps this channel get out to other people that haven't found me. Please hit like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification, be notified of all the upcoming content I'll tell you about at the end of this video in the outro. And right here, in case you've missed some of my videos, we had the July mail haul video happen right here. This is where you get to see what the Star Wars Daddy is personally putting into his collection. We have all kinds of toy lines. We have graded items. From Star Wars to Indiana Jones, all that kind of stuff is happening on these review videos right here. And if you're looking to grade items with CAS, I have a promo code. It's exclusive. It's with the Star Wars Daddy. It's a collaboration that's happened between CAS and the Star Wars Daddy. It's popping up right here, Daddy10 at checkout. You have until August 31st to use this code to get 10% off all of your graded items that you send into CAS. There'll also be a commercial that's going to play here later on in this video, where you'll be able to take a look at the collaboration that's happened between CAS and the Star Wars Daddy, and some little bit more detail about this exclusive discount. There will also be another commercial. It's done by the Star Wars Daddy, so don't worry, it's not some random thing. It's Star Wars related, and it's this channel related. That's going to happen here later on in this video, that is going to be about memberships. Memberships is the best way that you can support this channel. The funds that come in from memberships go directly back into this channel and make better content for you, whether it be hardware, software, all that stuff, but things for giveaways that we do here on the channel. But there'll be a commercial that plays. It talks about all the perks that you get, because when you support me, I will turn right back around and support you by sending you free items, discounts, all kinds of things happen here with memberships. So make sure to watch that commercial. Okay guys, short intro. We talked about memberships, we talked about CAS and the exclusive discounts happening here. We talked about a past video that's pretty much sums up what's happened here. Make sure there's going to be some issues that happen within this video, so watch all these things. And all these items that are being unboxed are going to be put up on eBay here shortly. So just know that these things are, it's kind of like a sneak peek of what's going to be popping up on eBay. If you're wondering about the eBay stuff, I didn't really mention it, and where you can find the link for memberships, go down below in the description of this video. Click more. A whole bunch of stuff is going to pop up. You're going to find a section for links. You'll have TikTok, Instagram, my email address, membership links, and eBay. We have 7-day auctions that start on Sundays, that end on Sundays every single week on eBay, where I sell all the things that you're going to see here in this video. And then we do recap videos, just in case. Boom, right there, there's one. They come out on Wednesdays, and what I do is I give shout-outs to every single person that purchased from me. We crown a Daddy of the Week, was the most prestigious award in all of collecting. We do a feature on a action figure every single week, so you can learn about the COOs, the accessories, and any other information to be an informed collector. And then we also have giveaways that happen on these episodes. So make sure to watch these every Wednesday. Okay, guys, that's it. Let's get into this unboxing. We have tons of different boxes that are going to be opened. It's going to be absolutely insane, and you're going to see some issues that happen, which is what happens with the reselling side of things. And we're going to have to go after an eBay seller to get a refund on some of the things that have happened in this video. Let's go. Okay, guys, here is the first box that we're going to look at, but we're going to look at both these boxes before we open them because we got some issues here. Without showing people's addresses, take a look at this box. It is absolutely crushed. Something definitely came down on top of it and crushed it. I mean, here's the height that it's supposed to be. There's the height it's supposed to be. And in the middle, it's just dipped in like crazy. Underneath looks kind of normal, but something, I mean, just absolutely obliterated this one. But this one isn't even the issue. I don't think anything's going to be in there that's going to be part of the problem.
The third thing in here somewhere. So
okay, perfect.
I'll take a peek.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I don't know, man.
That is nuts. I hope it's all in there. It looks like stuff could have fallen out. It's all like Star Wars toy stuff.
That's I got it like that, and I mean, it was just kind of flapped like that. I mean, it didn't look terrible, but it's obviously not. I mean, it's the junkiest box they could find. And
yep. Yeah, well,
barely reinforced.
I'll take pictures of it and hope it's all. It's from eBay, so
yeah,
if something's wrong, I'll file a claim with them.
Exactly. It's tough with that stuff. So I know I've gotten burned a couple times.
Let's take a look at this box right here. Now, first things, oh no, well, we got a little bit of damage there, right? And let's take a look at this sign right here. Caution, heavy, 35 pounds and over. Now, we did write fragile next to it, but let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Take a look at this box. I mean, this thing is, it's all the way open. This thing's open. So the big test that we're gonna have here is to double check to make sure everything is still here, because this thing is just absolutely destroyed. We got damage down here. We got dings here. There's a big crack right there. Spin it all the way around again. This thing got ripped out. This is probably ripped out by the postman because this was his only grip, because the other side he couldn't grip. And so he probably put his hands in there, and 35 pounds, it ripped that thing up. But I mean, there we go. There's a big hole here. Anything could have fallen out. I'm actually grabbing something right now with my fingers. So there we go, guys. I mean, just an absolute disaster here on this box. There's some more dings down there. We're going to have to double check what is happening here and to make sure that everything is still inside of this box. That's going to be the big test. Okay, let's open this guy up. Let's just get the paper out so we can see what we're dealing with. All right. So I think what we were dealing with is it's a custom-made box. Somebody took a normal size box, tried to cut it down, which gave it a weird shape. As we can see here, obviously the box was, I guess it came up more. We got good old duct tape. We all love duct tape. But the contents in here, there's nothing really crazy inside of this box here. So let's just pull these pieces out. Everything's individually sort of wrapped. Okay, let's open this. So what we have here with this one, I paid $20, okay? $20 for this lot of items. And I got a whole bunch of Ewoks parts for the Ewok playset, which is great. I always need those. We got some Millennium Falcon parts. This piece right here is to that tripod laser cannon. And I've needed this piece. Now I can complete one because I've got everything but that part. We got land speeder seat. We got some stuff for the die-cast stuff. We got the TIE fighter seat. It's missing the little white piece that goes in there, but I might have one of those. And I think this goes to die-cast as well. Nobody knows what this Chewbacca head goes to. There's a piece there to the Millennium Falcon. And then here we've got the full set of the railings. We've got this piece that goes for C-3PO's throne, those three. And then this does not go to the Ewok Village. I don't know what this goes to. Let's see, it says it was made by Mattel. So this is probably what, He-Man? 1981. Does this go to the Castle Grayskull? It could go to the Castle Grayskull. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you know what that goes to so I can put it with the right category. And then we've got part of a speeder bike here. missing everything. So that doesn't have much value there. But then we have a couple die casts. So here we go. We got Snow Speeder. We've got a Twin Cloud car there. I almost said pilot. That's why it sounded weird. Twin Pod Cloud Car. And then we've got this mint in box. Gungan Sub Bongo. Collect them all. All these little micro machines. It's a micro machine. So a little micro machine in there. It looks like it's all sealed up. So all of this are 20 bucks. Now I sell these typically at auction for well more than $20. These go for about $20. So, I mean, I've already doubled my money right here with these guys. I got all these pieces for Ewok Village. I can now complete that tripod cannon. We've got this that has value to it, of course. This, unfortunately, I've got about 40 of these because I don't have the little glass windshield. So those aren't really worth much. But really the value just with the Ewok parts, this, I can, you know, now sell one for probably 25, 30 bucks complete for the laser cannon. Sometimes these go for a little bit of money. And then this is the wild card. I'm sure it's worth a good $3 or $4. So anyways, it was a pretty good haul for 20 bucks. Okay, so let's get into this guy. I mean, do I even have to open it? It seems like it's already open. I just need to pull on the side. And what I'll do is I'll just pull everything out, and then we'll just take a look at everything that's in there instead of hand piecing it, because it looks like there's just tons of stuff in here. What the hell is that? Okay. Okay, well, I know that some of these items I'm not going to know, like their completeness, because the pictures, you couldn't really tell everything that was going on with it. And it looks like we've got a decent Millennium Falcon here. Please just come off. I mean, well, we have a broken seat, so seat is gone. We do have the glass, so we just picked up one with a glass, thank goodness. And I've got probably a better Millennium Falcon downstairs that I can go ahead and put this onto, because we've got some missing parts here. The gun is broken. So the little tabs from the other side of the gun, it broke off right there. All the stickers though on there, this is pretty nice overall. I mean, so there's some nice stuff with this Millennium Falcon, and then there are some not so nice things, but it's okay because I have so much and so many parts, I can actually make a pretty good one from what we've gathered here from this. Oh, and here's some more parts. So we've got the ramp, we've got the little smuggler's crate cover thing, whatever it is. So I'll just put those in there. And I think, what do? We picked this one up from that other set, right? So that can go right on in here if it's missing, but we'll put it right there. And then we need the game board, and we need the gun, and we need the satellite dish, which I know I have a satellite dish. I don't know if I have the seat is the problem. I'm going to open this up because I'm surprised. I did not realize something here. Oh, there's the seat. Okay, here we go. There we go. Has the sticker on it, so we'll just go ahead and put that in here. Here's the satellite dish. Boom. So, and I have a nice gun. So really this one, for the most part, now is actually all complete because I'll have the piece for this. And this one will be very nice. We'll get up and running, and it's pretty nice color. Everything's pretty nice on it, so that's good. The one thing that's cool here is I'm hoping, oh yeah, sorry. Forgot we had this broken. So, you know, we'll put that back in there, but that's broken. So we have a base here, and that's all I thought there was, but we have the door frame, which somehow I didn't realize, maybe I just didn't see it. And we have the cardboard backing for it. And it's the real one, a little bit of wear to it, but with the cardboard backing, I have one door. So we're gonna look through here. Maybe we'll find another door. I need one side of the door, and it'll be just luck if we have it, which will be great. So we've got this guy going. Let's put this up over here. So that's pretty cool. Almost complete, and I've got all the boxes downstairs, so I can pair it up with one of the boxes and hopefully get a decent price for it. Let's just go through these. All right, we picked up another twin pod cloud car. It's all complete. Windshields are there. Stickers are there. It actually looks pretty nice. All right, we got a land speeder here. And it's all complete. And we have, yep, we got the engine stickers in there. Sometimes that's missing or messed up. And we got a problem here. I can see this little tab. So this little tab, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. This little tab, sometimes when you stick it in, sometimes it gets caught down below and you got to pop the thing back up. And then it goes back into a working order. And we get that to work. But it looks pretty nice. A little bit of sticker damage, but nothing too crazy. I think we've got ourselves a mug here. Oh, we do. And look at, I mean, it's kind of a weird mug. This is a weird mug. Okay, look at this, Darth Vader. But look at Darth Vader is just so weird. Kind of elongated, kind of in a weird way. And then look how small the mouthpiece is. It's like this little tiny, you know, you're sipping like this, you know, with this thing. Who knows? All right, we got one of those Battlestar Galactica ships, and I don't think this is complete in any way. I think it's bare bones. So it'll probably just be putting a lot of items. Yep, it is. A vintage toys, just get them out. Doesn't have, well, wait a second. The rockets are missing. So isn't this the one that's harder to find because the rockets were removable? This is the removable rockets one. I don't have, well, I'll have to look. There was something that I saw in here. No, that's too big. Maybe we'll see. We'll take a look. But we know we have the cockpit and the figure from the other one downstairs. I have one downstairs that has the figure and the cockpit. We just don't have those missiles. So maybe this will be worth more if I can take those other parts, put them on here, and then who knows? What if those missiles are in here? That would be awesome. Okay, we got the 12-inch Stormtrooper. He's obviously got a little bit of wear to him, some marks here and there. Look at this guy. That's super loose. This one's pretty loose too, but not bad overall, honestly, for him. So he's gonna be pretty nice. Okay, so we got a Slave 1 vehicle. I'm gonna put it right here. We've got the back piece. We've got the ramp, and we got the carbonite. That guy is all complete. Awesome. That's wonderful. All right, we got a TIE fighter here. Another one. We got tons of these right now. And I can see there's gonna be corrosion, because the metal contact right there is covered in blue. And the batteries, I think, are still in here. Oh my gosh. They are, I know they are. The batteries are still in there and they're corroding away. They're like cement in there. I'm gonna have to get those things out. Who knows if I'll get this up and running. And we have both the ejector, no, one of the ejector pins is broken off, but I have one downstairs. So I could replace it, but we'll see what I can do about repairing that and see if I can get it up and running, because we've got the two wings here and I think all the stickers are present, which is awesome. And we've got the little piece, yeah, these, I mean, for the most part, pretty nice there. So we will see what we can do to salvage that TIE fighter. And then we got Darth Vader's TIE fighter here. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, all the stickers are there. What do we got here? We got the same thing. Batteries and corrosion. So we're going to have to test this one, but it looks like, man, those stickers are actually really nice. Do we have the pieces? So the pieces are missing, but I might have them. So we'll have to check those downstairs. Okay, now we got a couple 12-inch Boba Fett's, which is great. I wish I had had these guys when I had all those boxes, because these ones have the backpacks, and one of the backpacks looks to be complete. This one is missing one of the little tiny tab pieces. So these pieces right here. And listen, I have tried, I have one of these tabs that's completely perfect. has the little kind of round piece that goes inside, but the hole is so small, I could not get it to go inside. I tried everything I could possible. The only thing I found was actually breaking the backpack, cracking it, and trying to lift it up to get the piece to go in, set it down, and then re-glue it. That's the only way to do it. But this has the, oh, this thing's missing the tip. So it's missing the tip there, but we have another one here. And somewhere in here, oh yeah, we've got the complete backpack right here. This one has the string though. So we'll probably take both of these, make the nicest one we can, get it complete, and put it with the nicest Boba Fett, and then sell the other one as is. This Boba Fett's holding on for dear life right here with that arm. Everything else is pretty nice. Can we see through his eye? Oh yes, I can see through it. Perfect. What do we got here? Don't tell me it's a Darth Vader. I do have one more lightsaber, I think. Something's broken off in him. Like, how could something have got in him? Sounds kind of big. And heavy. Well, how the heck did that get in there? I have no idea how that would have gotten in there. All right, so Darth Vader, he looks pretty nice except for the thing inside of him. I've got a lightsaber that goes with him, so that'll be nice. We got the gun, we got this piece. We just don't have the top pieces. They go on top of here. Maybe it'll be somewhere in the rest of this stuff. Okay, we got a snow speeder. Looks to be in pretty nice condition. Honestly, it looks pretty nice. Let's see, do we have batteries in here? Yes, we do. Let's just take those out. And I can see that we already have corrosion. So there is corrosion in there. Otherwise, it's extremely nice. And I do have all the parts except for a windshield. And I don't have the harpoon. We have a couple of lightsabers in here. This one has batteries at the bottom, but it's missing the battery cover. How do you... Oh my gosh. That thing just shot right out. Did you see that? That was crazy. Well, that's pretty cool. So we got that lightsaber. We've got the Darth Maul lightsaber right here. Let's see here. How do we engage? Right here. And this one goes out. There's a little cheap Darth Maul lightsaber. So put those together. All right, we got one of those giant comics. This one is special edition. Maybe this is what it always is, but it's that giant comic book here. And it's the entire story complete in one issue, but it's got lots of wear and tear to it, but it's pretty cool. We got a couple of the sales brochures there, which are always needed. And we got a bunch of magazines here. We got Starlog Photo Guidebook right here. Toys and Models, Volume 1, Science Fiction. It's kind of cool. We got the Star Wars Storybook. We got the collector's edition of Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, and it is quite the book here. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Lots of information, detail, lots of behind-the-scenes stuff. So that's kind of cool. And then we've got the entire Empire Strikes Back storybook. Wait, what was that? In an old newspaper clipping, he clipped out a Return of the Jedi poster. A brilliant, imaginative piece of movie making, says Time Magazine, an advertisement in a newspaper. So, hey, that's kind of cool. That was just, I bet I'll have to flip through all the other pages of all those other books. But this one is the Empire Strikes Back storybook. Not as cool as this official collector's edition, which was much nicer. I have no idea what this thing is here. Looks like there's some things that pop up, have some missiles. I wonder if that's one of these missiles. Does that big missile go in there? No. I have this missile right here. I think it's a missile. I don't know where that goes. So this is something gigantic and missing the cockpit and everything else. So who knows? If there's any value with that, it's probably going to be a waste of my time. Inside of this box, I think we have a whole bunch of the collector's cards. Tons and tons of collector's cards. And so I'm hoping there's a couple in here that could have a little bit of value. Do we have the older ones? Yeah, we'll have to just take a look through these.
It looks like they're all Empire Strikes Back and later to Return of the Jedi. But there are those star... I thought I saw star cards. Are there the star cards? Maybe there's not. I thought there were some... Yeah, there's some stickers. So we have some of the stickers here. There's some of the stickers. Those are cool. And then... I thought they had those Starlog ones in here. Maybe there's a Boba Fett, and he's worth a little bit of money. But tons of cards. So we will probably just put these right here, and I'll just take the top off when we do a flyby. And then let's open up this AT-AT, which is just going to be another AT-AT in the same completeness as I have all the other ones in my garage. All right, so there's his shape. Missing the canopy here, missing the door, missing chin guns, missing the light cover. So we got some bent guns here because of the shipping. Let's see, what do we have in here? Okay, we got some stuff in here. We got some parts I see and some figures. Let me see what we're going to do here. Okay, let's just open this one up first because I don't think there's anything in it. Oh, a few figures. Okay, so we hit a few figures in the back. We got Bespin Leia, we got Smallhead Han, and Bespin Han. And so maybe I'll put this over here so we can see these guys being lined up. And we'll check underneath, just in case something slipped under there. Nothing there. And no inserts for the collector's case. Great. These got items in it too. So we'll just open this up here. Okay, we got a modern Darth Maul there. And surprise, surprise, we actually have two surprises, which, wow, okay. We have two surprises. Here is the harpoon set, all complete, to go with this guy. So he's not going to go with this guy. I'm going to put him with one of the ones I already have downstairs in a box that's only missing this piece. So we'll be able to complete another snow speeder. We've got a part that goes here for that. There's the piece we were missing that we took from the first collection. We got a Yoda backpack. We got more Chewbacca's. We have so many Chewbacca's. Anything exciting here? We got JD written on the bottom of this one, so that's great. Nothing really with those ones. Here is the tube that's needed, but I already have it, so that goes with the tripod laser cannon. We have some, okay, we got some accessories. What the heck is this thing? Is this that little pen that you use and you move around the guy's beard all over his face? What's that thing, the magnetic thing? Who knows? All right, we got an Emperor's Royal Guard staff. We've got Chewbacca, who's modern. We've got what looks to be super incredible paint on a C-3PO. Look at, I don't know how this is going to pick up, but he is in beautiful paint on the C-3PO, nice and gold. Another Bespin Han, he looks to be in actually very nice condition. And here's a surprise, is we've got the training ball set up, which I don't think I knew that, I don't believe I knew that was coming with this. So we'll put that over here. That's absolutely awesome. Here's two pieces that go here to this one. We've got a modern Star Wars gun here. We got a Princess Leia, and man, she, look at her. She's being choked out by something. Maybe that's the Force. You can barely see it. It's being choked out. Great. Oh my gosh, we got all kinds of accessories in this one. Oh, and here we go. There's those top pieces we needed. All right, so this thing's going to be complete, I think. If not, I have tons of these, so we'll be able to take the top pieces because that's all it's missing from the other ones. I think we'll do the accessories last. So we got Bespin Lando, we got a Darth Maul, another one. That's pretty cool. Love those Darth Mauls. We've got Darth Vader without his helmet, which is a modern guy. Here is a Darth Vader with a cape. It's your Hong Kong version. He looks to be nice. A Lobot. Red Snags. We got two Jawas here. And we got an Ugnaught, which if we don't have his toolkit, I've got his toolbox. I've got plenty of toolboxes, so we can put that with there. And then look at this piece here. What does that guy go to? Is that He-Man? This big axe? Nobody knows. And then nothing underneath. And I'm just going to pour these accessories out. We'll do a drive-by here at the end so we can see all the different pieces that we have. But I can see, oh, look at this. Great. There's a garbage collector's case. I think the snap is on there. Snap is on there. Snap's just missing from here. That's a bummer because that's actually in pretty nice shape overall. Yeah, we got a Bespin Leia blaster, which is awesome. Anything else that's a surprise? We got a Jawa blaster in there, so that's going to be great. Another Jawa blaster. We got 2 Jawa blasters. We got Tusken Raider, Sand People staff. We got a G.I. Joe helmet. Probably not worth anything. Okay, I'll move all these things over to the side because I think we got more things to get to. And I'll just have those ready for a flyby that we'll do at the end so you guys can see all the stuff in detail. Great, Darth Vader cases, guys. I'll put them in the stack. I had no idea if this was going to be a red bar at all. I don't know if I knew at all. So that was, it's always this, like your heart stops hoping that it is. Let's pour all these guys out. And I can see we have some tips on sabers. So I'm going to be pretty careful here. Wow, this Farm Boy Luke, I'll show him here in a second. He is in excellent condition. Let's get all these guys out. We've got a tip on an Obi-Wan saber, so let's make sure to be careful with him. Oh my gosh, there are some pieces in here. We got a Yoda snake. We've got a Battlestar Galactica rifle. We have 2 of them now over here. And then we've got some sort of a weird giant gun that's probably Star Wars modern. Oh, there's another Yoda snake. 2 Yoda snakes. So let's see. This could be a surprise. Do we have some Yodas in here? All right, let's just shake it. Nothing. We probably got everything out of there. Let's go to the last case here. And there's things in here. And then I'll try to pick through and see what's best and show you guys. And then again, we'll do a drive-by. All right, we got a Hoth Stormtrooper skirt there. Lots of figures. Oh my gosh, this Hoth Luke looks incredible. Let's just get these guys out of here. Tons of Boba Fett's. We have 4 Boba Fett's. Another Hoth Stormtrooper skirt. Tusken Raiders. Man, paint is beautiful. There are some really nice figures in here. There are also some that are, that have been played with for sure. And we got some issues that I'll go over with this lot and these figures because we're going to have a little bit of an issue. And guess what? We've got more blasters in here. Unbelievable. And these are all Star Wars. These are Imperial blasters. We got 5. Shake it. Okay, we got everything out of there. Man, that's awesome. Okay, so the issue that we're going to run into, let me find one that's real clear. How about this one? Is on maybe half of these figures, we've got JD's initials on the bottom. And I knew that going into it, okay? So the amount that I can't remember if this was a buy it now or an auction, but the amount that I won it for was understanding that a lot of these are going to have that and they're going to be an issue. So I am still going to be able to make money on the rest of it sold as it is. But right now, all Tusken Raiders, unfortunately, have, wait, is it JD? Wait, some of them say JV and some say JD. That's weird. So we have two different initials, JV and JD. On the Boba Fett's, his name is Jeff, I can tell you that because he wrote his full name on one of them. Jiminy Christmas, this kid. We got, hopefully there are some people out there that don't care about having the initials on the feet. Or I know there's some people in Facebook groups I've seen that actually collect these figures with the initials on the feet because, and that's all they have in their collection. They want to have all these different, you know, childhood toys that are marked as such and have those in their collection so they can go through and look at all these different initials on them. A handful that are going to be good to go, and then we're going to have some that, unfortunately, maybe I'll just sell a big lot of them as the JV specials. But the good news is we picked up all these accessories, all these different vehicles, 12-inch figures. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. Take a look at this Hoth Luke. Before I say that, I should look at the bottom of his feet. Clean feet bottoms, but he is near mint, beautiful. Hard to find. I haven't had a nice Hoth Luke, or yeah, in a very long time. We got a Carl, we got a Bob. Bob, nothing on the bottom of his feet. He's all good. Carl's got a little mark. And yeah, we're finding lots of marks on these guys. How's Yoda? Yoda's got, well, what we'll end up doing is taking off Yoda's robe and then his belt and putting it on somebody else because he's got the JD on the bottom, and so does Hoth. Dang, this dude, tightest limbs you've ever seen on a Hoth Han Solo. Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. We get it. Jeff V is his. And then we got JD. That's so weird. Jeff and JD. Maybe one of the kids' names was JD and one of them was Jeff. And this was both their, so they had to keep them separate. Which ones was Jeff's and which ones was JD's. We've got initials everywhere on these feet. They wanted to make sure for sure that it was very clear whose was whose on this one. There's initials on both feet of each figure. So those 5 Boba Fett's, I mean, I'm sure that they'll still fetch, you know, some sort of a value. Look at this Farm Boy Luke. Look at this guy. This guy is near mint. Near mint with the saber tip. And we got JV, so Jeff. Jeff on the bottom of the foot there. Dang, man, so nice. But that's okay. Again, we got all these accessories. And there's other figures in here. I mean, you know, we got plenty of figures in here that don't have initials on the bottom. And so what we'll end up probably doing is we'll take all those guys out, extract the good ones, and then we'll, you know, match them up with accessories, get those ready to sell on eBay. And all the rest of them that have the initials, we'll see if we can get the initials to come off. Maybe they'll come off. If they won't, then we'll probably sell them as one big lot of JD. No matter what, again, the price I paid was for accessories and for the rest of it, knowing that I was going to make money on those accessories and this. And then whatever happened with these figures, that was the wild card. And we'll see what happens. So I'm still going to be able to salvage some money from the ones that have initials on them because people will still bid on them. Because for display purposes, I mean, oh, well, both these Stormtroopers are really nice. Didn't even see these guys. Let's take a look here first. So these 3 Stormtroopers, pretty nice. No initials on the bottom of the feet. But can you imagine, I mean, having this Luke as the displayable figure? It's beautiful. So there's definitely still some value there. And what we'll do right now, since we got 2 collections, we got another one that we're going to open up after this. I think what we'll do is we'll just do a flyby right now of these, and then we'll do a flyby once we are done opening up the 3rd box. Okay, we come over here to the figures, and here they all are. There's all the accessories. Let's take a good look. Tons and tons of different guns and blasters and skirts, and there's some more expensive ones. So some pretty cool stuff. And then we'll salvage what is on some of these figures if they've got accessories that have initials on the feet bottoms. But we got a ton of action figures here. And so we'll still be able to make a pretty good amount of money on these, even though they've got those initials on the bottoms. But pretty cool. And there's that darn AT-AT. We got these all, this one's all complete right there. I think we might be missing one little piece. I've got to double check, but if we are missing it, I've got it. And then here's all those cards, tons of cards in there. There's 12-inch figures. We got the complete slave one. Tell me, please, what this gigantic vehicle is. Looks like a giant Y-wing of some sort with a mug in between. And then there was one of the bonuses, which was the grappling hook that's there on the back, which is awesome. We've got a TIE fighter we got to work with. We've got a Darth Vader TIE fighter we got to work with. 12-inch Stormy. We got the backdrop there. We got the frame. I have one door. So we didn't find the other door, but I have one door, so we'll have this near complete, and with a box, it should go for a pretty nice amount. Here's all those books that we had there. We'll check to see if there's any surprises inside. Twin Cloud car. And then what is this thing? Look at this thing. Now Jeff, our good buddy Jeff, he wrote right here, Jeff V, 1980, right there on it. And my guess is batteries are in here corroding away, but what is this thing? It's obviously, I'm sure you hit these buttons and it makes some sort of a noise, but I don't know what that does. Here's that Millennium Falcon, and we look on the back. Look at that, all the stickers there. The stickers are really nice, actually. Stickers are great. We have the bonus was this piece right here. I'm not even showing you. Great camera work. But there it is. Look at that. Training balls there. That's awesome. Here was all the stuff from that first collection that I paid $20 for. Pretty nice haul for 20 bucks. And then we've got the removable rockets on this one. So we will have to see about that. And I've got all kinds of parts and stuff. I got big bags filled with parts. So I wonder if I've got the missiles that go to this. Well, you never know. So I'll have to see what they look like and then go look through all of my inventory to see what we have. But guys, we see here, I mean, pretty nice haul of items. Some of this ended up being junk, but for the most part, it's all salvageable, all usable parts that I need, and it will help bring in a pretty nice profit.
In a galaxy where legends were born, the most iconic brand collaboration shaped pop culture for generations. But for over a decade, there's been silence. Until now. Introducing the Ultimate Alliance, Star Wars Daddy, and Collector Archive services. Use code DADDY10 and get 10% off your next CAS submission. Why choose CAS for grading? Because they grade more collectibles than anyone else, with blazing fast 90-day turnaround times, the best customer service, best pricing in the industry. Preserve your legacy, protect your collection. Star Wars Daddy and CAS, the collab we've been waiting for.
Okay, first thing first, we can see we have another package with an issue. Look at this gaping hole right here. Anything can be pulled out of it. Anything could have fallen out. We go to the other side, and we got the same situation. Look at this. My entire hand can go in there. I can pull this entire bag out if I wanted to. So we're gonna have to double check to make sure everything is in this box as well. It's unbelievable. Typically, if I get a box like this, you know, I'll tape on the inside so that there's tape on the inside, and then I tape on the outside, and I wrap it all the way around multiple times to make sure that nothing's gonna break right there and nobody uses that as a handle. My guess is somebody used it as a handle and it ripped right up at the post office. So all the items that were inside were exposed and could have been taken or fallen out for all that we know. So first off, let's go into some accessories. We got this box right here, and we're just gonna quickly run through these. And we got a whole bunch of accessories here, you guys. Here we lay them out. There is a holder for the foot that nobody cares about. We've got some sort of a weird hand that looks like it's broken off of some figure that's not even Star Wars, so we don't know what that is. And here is one of the main items. Whoops, rolled right out. It's the blue saber. And so, of course, we're going to look through all these. We're going to do float tests and all that. Here is one of the Endor blasters. Let's see, I think there should be another one. Is there 2 Endor blasters in here? Let's just take a look. Oh yeah, here's another Endor blaster. So we'll double check those ones as well, because those are reproduced all the time. You got General Madine. We've got a Jedi Luke Skywalker blaster. Chief Chirpa. Here are some Jawa blasters, at least one. Okay, there's just one. Squidhead's gun. We've got the Pilot blaster. And we got a bunch of Ewok staffs here. And look at all these. I mean, this is a pretty nice lot of accessories. We'll be able to complete a bunch of figures. Oh, look at this. We got the gray Droopy McCool's flute, and it's all complete. All the tips, everything are there. That's a pretty good find. And then we've got a bunch of common stuff as we see all these little rifles. There's another staff we'll put over here. We got the blue guys. We got tons of these in the inventory. And then unfortunately I have too many of the blue, the solid blue ones for the Imperial blasters. And then we got some Bespin blasters here. And then we got a Wicket Spear, and I can tell you right now, just looking at it, it does not look right. It has a crease on both sides. I will take pictures and show you, but I am going to guess right now when I drop this that it's going to make the wrong sound. And you're probably not going to be able to hear it because I don't have a microphone down here, but it is a reproduction. It makes that high-pitched noise. Here, let me just quickly get my microphone down there. You hear that kind of high-pitched plastic sound? It should be making more of a type of a thud. It's just a normal, so you can hear all these landings, kind of more of a harder sound, more of a thud for these, and then you get that really high-pitched noise. So this one's a reproduction for sure. So now we're going to have to really go through these and make sure that everything is good. All right, taking a look at this. And that looks pretty normal. I was thinking that maybe that was a Taiwan. It's not. What's this one? This one's just a normal one too. So we got a couple of the black ones, which is good. And then a whole bunch. I had all these already over here. So just pretty nice lot of accessories all together. And so we will reach out for a refund from the seller for this guy because this is obviously fake, and we'll check everything else. And then I'll show you some pictures of this one right here so you can see that this was a reproduction item. So all of them look real from just looking at them and dropping them all. Nothing really is jumping out at me except this one did, and it was a reproduction. So there is a nice lot of accessories, and again, we will either do a full refund or return if he won't do a refund, but hopefully he'll just do the refund. We'll probably ask for 35, 40 bucks for that guy. All right, now let's open this thing up. I mean, just like the box we already opened up, we're gonna have to double check to ensure that everything that's supposed to be in here is in here. I mean, and look at the packaging. I mean, there's not much keeping the stuff in here. It's just bouncing all around as well. I mean, any of these items could have just jumped right out. Oh, God. We got this door broke off of this. It looks like it didn't break, but it did snap off because these things were bouncing around. My goodness gracious. All right, so let me look in this box real quick. Make sure nothing fell out and sitting in there that I might throw away on accident. All right, we got a land speeder here. Let's just get him open and get him out of here. So we're missing the seats, okay, but that's okay. We got tons of seats in my inventory, so we'll get that going. And we got the inside battery compartment sticker, so overall pretty decent. We'll put him right here. And we got this Jabba the Hutt playset, which got beat up on the way over here. And it appears that all the parts are going to be here. Snap that in place. We got Jabba, both his arms are on. That's always a good sign. We got Salacious here. And thank goodness, I tell you what, these parts right here, I need like 7 of them. I have so many of almost complete Jabba the Hutt playsets, minus that little piece right there. And we're missing the underneath bowl, which might just still be in here, but we don't see it right now. And look at this, we got there's a Yoda cane that I probably knew was in here, but it was sitting with the Jabba the Hutt playset stuff. A bunch of accessories. Let's go through the accessories right now. I'm gonna move Jabba out of the way. We got all kinds of stuff. We got some modern stuff in here. We got vintage. And take a look at this. We've got another Endor blaster. We got so many of those. Here's some modern stuff. We got some of those modern sabers right there. Those will all just go into one big modern Star Wars lot and be sold to somebody. And I think this is probably, does this go here with this one? It does. So there's somebody's rocket deal. Okay, we've got tons and tons of parts for speeder bikes in the inventory. But here we go. We got some vintage stuff. I'm just going to do a quick drop where you can't hear it, just so I can hear it to see if something stands out. I don't even know what that is. All right, we've needed a couple of these helmets too, so that's nice for the Lando skiff. Everything's looking pretty good. All right, we got this piece. That's nice. Then we got one of those, what are these called? I forget what these guys are called. But he's pretty cool. We've got another modern weapon there. Another modern weapon. I think I actually needed this saber for one of my Darth Vaders I have that's modern. And then we got... Okay, I'm thinking that right now, everything's sounding pretty good that's vintage. So here's all those vintage accessories, and we'll just pile all those together. And then let's go through some of these figures, see if anything stands out. This isn't like an incredible lot. It was just like somebody's childhood collection. So there's lots of figures and stuff in here. We've got a Obi-Wan Kenobi with a cape. Looks like there's no tears. The cape just needs to be cleaned a little bit. Looks pretty nice. We got some, we got a couple junker stormtroopers here with a lot of yellowing. And then we got some modern ones. I just put the modern ones right here. And these guys look like they're only partially articulating figures. Looks like their arms move, but I think their legs are in place. Now, what the heck is this? I have no idea. I'm looking for any kind of markings. I'm not seeing any. Take a look at this guy. Who is this? Somebody leave me a comment down below. Send me to the right direction. Where do I find out about what that is besides using Google Images? Because that's the easy way out. All right, another stormtrooper. Oh my gosh, here's one of my favorites. Right there is General Grievous. We love him. All right, nothing's incredible yet. Oh, nice Gamorrean. This is actually a very nice Gamorrean guard pig. Very nice paint. He's pretty decent overall. Looks nice. All right, what do we have in here? We have a modern Emperor's Royal Guard. We've got Klatch with a thick skirt, thank goodness, and pretty nice overall condition. Death Star droid's got some wear and tear to him. He's probably going to be a junker. I think we have a perfect cape for a Tusken Raider, and I have super nice Tusken Raiders that are nicer than this one, and plenty of staffs. So we'll take the cape, put it with a nicer one, match it up with a staff, and get him up for sale. Nikto looks pretty nice here too. Man, B-Wing pilot, near mint, beautiful. All right, we've got some more modern figures. We got some accessories. We got the long V notch. We're back to long V notches, guys. There's a Scout Trooper, Leia Bouche. This is the painted torso Taiwan. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but her torso down here, it's a different color. It's a little darker, and you can see the paint here on the back. So it's a painted torso. It's a much harder one to find, so that's actually a pretty cool pickup. And then we got a Vader. We have 1,000 Vaders. Okay, 8D8 with a circle on his right hip only. There is a Rebel Commando, Weequay, Hoth, Han Solo. Here is a Darth Vader that is modern. Greedo is missing his ears. This happens all the time. I don't know why this happens. People were chewing on him or something. I don't know, but his ears are always missing. ATST driver is a Taiwan version. We got an AT-AT commander. He looks in very nice condition. Admiral Akbar, nice condition as well. And pretty nice overall for the Cloud Car pilots. And then we got another Junker Death Star droid. Oh, here's another accessory. Sounds real. And just your normal Imperial Blaster. Very nice Squid Head. I don't see any issues with him either. A very nice Nyanum. And nice Bib Fortuna. All right, we get some nice figures here. This has got to be a Macau. Tell me it's a Macau. I can't even read the back. Actually, you know what? Is this a Letty? I think this is a Letty. Where's that? There was a staff here, right? Wasn't there a staff? Am I blind? Was that over there? I think this is a Letty. I will have to, yes, it is. So this is a Lily Letty low gray here. The no-CO on the back of the legs. It's got the LL. It's going to be very hard to see. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it on screen. There's an LL on the back of the pouch. And then the serial number on the inside of this should have 2 more digits at the very end for a Kenner released. There's none. So this is your Letty. So maybe the staff is in here. And that would be nice to have a complete Letty. And I might have a staff for the Letty. But that's pretty cool find. And we got a beautiful Hoth Leia, and she's in excellent condition. And a Hammerhead, he seems, actually his joints are pretty nice. Decent TIE Fighter pilot, nice Zuckuss, another decent TIE Fighter pilot, a nice Reese Hong Kong version. We've got a red Snaggletooth who's decent. We got a Carl who's a Rebel soldier, very nice. General Madine needs to be cleaned. We need a little bit of cleaning on General Madine, but otherwise he's nice. And we've got your normal Hong Kong Forlom, but he's got a little bit of staining on the cape, unfortunately. All right, tell me that staff is in here. That would be awesome. All right, we got a Darth Vader they've wrapped up for some reason. Because we got a tip. And there's a letter on the hilt, and I cannot read it. But this Darth Vader is very nice. And I can't even read what's on the back. I'm blind. But it's probably going to be Hong Kong. But there's a very nice Vader. So that's a plus. It's not a red bar, unfortunately. But it's okay. It's got some coloring, discoloring that's happening to the sticker. Head clicks. And it's your 1977. So a little bit harder one to find. All right, red eye. Red eye on the FX7. Nothing inside the box there. What is happening here? This has been ruined. How did they do this? What? Oh, come on. How did this even happen? Do his arms pop off? Okay. Guys, he has a cape. That's his skirt. Somehow it's in the socket of his arms. So I'm assuming his arms will pop off. What is happening here? Okay, I see. It was torn. It's already destroyed, so let's put his arm back in. So this is junk. Somebody tore that open. But what's left over, now we got a little bit of loose limbs because of what happened, but he's not bad for a Hoth Stormtrooper. We have a nice Ugnaught. Man, I mean, honestly, the figures overall are pretty nice. This Imperial Commander, he's beautiful. All right, we need a cleaning here on your Farm Boy Luke, and probably most of that will clean off. Looks like just a bunch of staining and dirt. It'll come off pretty easily. Here is a C-3PO with, okay, medium to tight head and arms, and then a little bit looser on the legs. But the color is beautiful. Now we got looser limbs on this one, but again, still not bad. And then a third C-3PO with removable limbs. And I have about 7 nets, so we're going to be just fine. So a bunch of nice C-3POs, actually, overall. Finally, we have a Dengar. We haven't had a Dengar in quite a while, actually. We used to have Dengars every single week, and tons of them. And for whatever reason, we just sold through them. And now we've got a Dengar again. Thank goodness. James will appreciate that. An AT-AT driver. We've got a Stormy, and he's got some little bit of discoloring as well. Oh no, R2, what's happened to you? This is R2 at Dagobah. When he gets pulled into the little lake, that's what he looked like afterwards. What a junk. All right, Boba Fett's Hong Kong, and actually in very nice condition. Take a look at that. Bespin Luke is very nice. And it's with your darker hair. So that'll be a little bit of a premium for him. We got Carl, or Bob, Carl's boss, and he's in decent condition, a little yellowing. Lobot's got loose arms. Princess Leia Organa, a little bit of yellowing to the torso, lots of yellowing on that Leia Organa. And we got the large head Han Solo. He looks to be in pretty nice condition overall. Another AT-AT driver, and he's got some yellowing as well. Your Death Squad commander, not bad. Bosk, looking pretty good, actually. He's nice. Here is a modern figure here, some sort of a droid. How's this R2? Oh, no. This is another Dagobah R2. We got 2 Dagobah R2s. Here's an Emperor's Royal Guard. He looks like he's in very nice condition. We've got a Yoda. He looks to be pretty good. And we have a cane there. And probably have a nicer Yoda, though, so we'll take the cane. I got tons of snakes. We'll get a nice Yoda going down here in a minute. Here's a 2-1B in pretty nice condition and tight limbs. All right, Lando, no cape. I don't have capes right now. Here's another 2-1B, and he's in pretty decent condition as well. And then we got 2 Chewbacca's, one with the green limbs because he's deteriorating. And we got a Taiwan one. So Hong Kong has the green limbs, Taiwan's here. And so we'll get those guys up for sale. And finally, we've got an IG-88 who seems to be in pretty good condition. And we'll shake this, nothing's bouncing around. And so we had all these accessories. And what I'll do is how did that flute just come out of there? Well, that's weird. Is there a hole in here? There is. There is a tear in, my gosh. I'll pour all these out so we can take a good look at all of them. I'll do a drive-by, and then we'll be done with this unboxing. Okay, here we are. We're good looking through these all, and you'll be able to see this pretty nice lot of figures overall that we just picked up. But mainly, I purchased it all for just the accessories. And then obviously we had some pretty nice figures in here that was surprising. So, I mean, we got, issues with this guy, but for the most part, this is a pretty nice lot for the price that I paid. And we'll be able to resell the majority of these, except, we'll probably sell a lot of kind of junker stormtroopers, and they'll still get a pretty nice price. And we got some of that modern stuff. And we got the Jabba's playset. We didn't find that the bottom bowl, so hopefully I've got an extra one. And then we got the seat there for the land speeder. Here's some of the modern weapons that came in, and then here's the accessories, the torn up cape. Love having that light reflecting right in the screen. That's perfect. That's great camera work. And then here's all those other accessories that we just picked up. Let's see, we got that blue saber in there. There's the blue saber. And then we got a whole bunch of the Endor blasters and all kinds of cool stuff. So, overall, this is a pretty nice pickup. Hey, it's me, Carl, a rebel soldier. And I'm back on Hoth again, searching for all those amazing perks that come with the Star Wars Daddy membership program here on YouTube, which I just signed up for. At least it's safe here now that the Empire has been destroyed. Wait, what's that? Ah! Oh no, the Wampa got me? The only way for me to get out of this situation is by using the Force. The Force that comes from the Star Wars Daddy membership perks, like member-only monthly giveaways. Free action figures and Star Wars Daddy stickers on your next eBay purchase. Free eBay shipping on all action figures and accessories in the middle and top tiers of memberships. And the Star Wars Daddy t-shirt I'm wearing after certain tenure. There are even more perks, but I don't have time to list them all off with this Wampa situation. I've got to use all these membership perks. I'm feeling the Force. I'm feeling the Force. Memberships! Okay, let's get these accessories done here. We got a bunch of accessories in this one. I can see them, they're all right here. Let's take a look at these. Okay, they all kind of had a good sound when they came out. And we've got all kinds of items here. And I'm just dropping them quickly just to make sure they're all good. They all kind of look good color-wise. And I can tell you right here that these all appear to be real just by looking at them and dropping them quickly. And we have, what do we have here? Just normal. I need another Taiwan one if we can get a Taiwan one. And that's normal too. All right. Well, we got a bunch of Imperial blasters there that are the dark blue black, which is great. Another reuse rifle, we always need those. And then some Bespin blasters. We got tons of those right now in the inventory. We need one of these for Admiral Akbar, so that's perfect. We need that for Forlom. With this, we got a Luke Jedi blaster, and then a pilot blaster, a gray one, which is perfect. We need those as well. And then we need a T-bow axe. So a lot of stuff that I need currently. And then this one is going to be filled with Ewok Cartoon figures. I think it's the entire line. All right, so here's all those card backs. We'll take a look at those first. And these ones are pretty beat up. But they should help the sale of these items if we matched them all up and sold them. All right, so we got Duloc Scout here. We can see him here. He's got that kind of like the club that he has there. And he looks like he's in pretty nice condition. We've got Urga Lady Gornish here, and she looks to be very nice. She needs a cleaning. She's got a little bit of dust on her, so we'll make sure she gets cleaned. And then here's King Gornish. He's got some dust on him too. We got to get him cleaned up. We got Duloc Shaman, and he's got his little necklace. You can see here, he's got that little necklace, and he's a little dusty too, so we'll get him cleaned, and he's got the staff. So that is perfect. One of the things I needed is I needed this staff. I have one that I've been waiting to send off to be graded for Logray, and this is the only thing I was missing, so I'll have the full line now to be sent off to be graded because I needed this one piece. And so he needs to be cleaned. And then here is Wicket W. Warwick, one of the harder ones to get, especially with his staff. And there it is. He needs to be cleaned, so we'll clean all these ones up. But those are going to look pretty awesome. And then we got some coins here to go along with this. So we've got, and he's packaged them. Oh, we might have all the coins. We have 6 coins here. I didn't realize that we had all 6. I was thinking for some reason that we only had 4. I think it's how he maybe put it in the listing. So let's take a look at these. All right, so we've got all 6. That's awesome. So we've got Logray and Wicket here. So we put those there. Then we've got the Urga and King Gornish. We got those coins here. We've got Duloc Shaman, and we've got Duloc Scout there. And there's their coins. And so Scout, Shaman, and there it all is. So let's do a little quick drive-by so we can see all these in detail. Okay, here's those card backs. We'll go through those. You can see they're pretty in rough condition. So we'll probably just sell them as is. And then here's all the figures. They just all need a nice cleaning. And we're going to get into the accessories there from a different collection. And then we've got the remainder ones there. So overall, pretty awesome to say the least. Love having these things in there. So what we'll do is we'll probably compare these with the ones I'm going to send off to be graded. Send the best ones off to be graded. Maybe send multiples off to be graded. I don't know. And then I'll probably keep the ones that get the best grade and then sell off the other ones. And then we got all these accessories here to go with inventory that I have downstairs so we can get those ready for eBay. But we'll see what happens with all these Ewok cartoon figures. All right, we did it. We got through all those boxes and the unboxings. Man, I cannot believe that those 2 boxes that were destroyed and had those giant holes ripped out of them had every single thing that was supposed to be in them. All content was there. That is a miracle, to be honest. So thanks to the post office, first of all, for probably destroying the boxes, but then getting every item to me. So that's pretty impressive. How about that Ewoks Cartoon line? Man, we had almost every single figure, I believe. Maybe missing a couple coins,
but I'm right now debating if I'm sending those off to CAS to be graded or if I'm just going to sell them as is. Because I just needed the one accessory. But I'm thinking with a 10% discount, Daddy 10 at checkout, that you can use until August 31st, get 10% off any of your items that you send in to CAS, that it might be a good time to send these in and then sell them once I get them back as graded items, depending on what those grades are. So we'll take a look at the quality of everything. And if I feel like they need to be graded, then I'll send them off and then I'll sell them. But, you know, I was pretty surprised about some of the quality of some of the items, because in the pictures they kind of looked like, oh man, this is kind of a rough collection. But those accessories are there, so I'm going to be, you know, extracting the accessories and using them with some better figures that I have in my inventory. But it ended up that there was a whole bunch of great figures that I just used and just matched up with accessories and didn't have to go dig into my inventory to find better versions. So that was pretty cool as well. If you enjoyed this unboxing video and the sneak peek at what happens on the reselling side of getting these boxes and all these action figures, if you could hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell notification, be notified of all the upcoming content I'm going to tell you about right now. This Sunday, a week from now, coming out, we are going to be doing a CAS tutorial. Why? Because we have Daddy 10 at checkout happening right now until August 31st. So this is a good time in case you haven't sent things off to be graded, or it's been a while since you sent things off to be graded, or you still struggle to find different items or what to do. If you can't find an item that you want to have graded in your collection, this is a great time for me to review that with you to help you use this code Daddy10 at checkout. So we're going to do a CAS tutorial, but the split side of that video, I have a ton of items sitting right over here on my Star Wars pinball machine, and they are all going to be sent off to be graded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to review the items I'm going to be sending off to be graded so you can see what in the world the Star Wars Daddy even sends off to be graded. And then what we'll do is I'll take those items, and that'll be part of the tutorial. Can we find these items on CAS's website? Can we add them into the inventory of what we're going to send in? And so that'll help the tutorial part of things. And so it'll be a very personal one because it's actually what I'm doing. I'm really doing it, and we're going to send these things off to be graded. So it'll be a great video for anybody that's just looking to see what I'm sending off to be graded, and if you need some help with CAS. And then I think in 2 Sundays, I'm going to be doing a reproduction tutorial video, all right? I see so many times on Facebook groups, people will post this one accessory and say, oh guys, I need help. Is this real or not? Well, there's tons of tools that are out there, websites that will tell you every little thing that you need to do to know if it's real or fake, how to determine it, pictures of real ones, pictures of fake ones. And so, man, we're going to go over every single type of method. I've got tons of reproductions here because they come in all these collections. I put those aside. So we will review real ones next to reproductions. We'll take a look at what the different features are of each so that you can determine on your own if things are real or fake. And so we're going to go over all the tests. We got the float test, we got the drop test, we got the LED light test, we've got the, you can actually color with some of these on white paper. So there's all these different tests that we're going to do, and then we're going to match them up to a couple websites to make sure that you know what these websites are, how to use them, where to find them, all that kind of stuff. So that'll come in 2 Sundays. And in 3 Sundays, I think we're going to be doing a Theory Sabers unboxing. I have 3 sabers sitting in a box that I haven't even opened yet. It's still in the shipping box. And I got to get that thing open. We got to take a look at these sabers. What in the world did the Star Wars Daddy do? He said he was done with 3 sabers he already had. Now he's got 3 more he's got to add to the collection, so we're going to take a look at all of those items. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that commercial about memberships. If that's something for you and you want to support this channel, it's the best way that you can support me. And in turn, it's the best way that I can thank you for your support because I'm going to send you all those free items that you saw in that commercial. And really, we have an incredible community that's being built here of camaraderie, friendship, and like collectors that are getting together and enjoying this hobby. And then I hope you enjoyed that commercial about CAS and the collaboration that's happened between the Star Wars Daddy and CAS. Make sure, again, to use Daddy10 at checkout until August 31st to get that 10% off. It's an exclusive code. It's the only way you can get a discount unless you're a veteran. If you're a veteran, CAS offers discounts for veterans. You have to email them and set all that stuff up. But the only, outside of being a veteran, the only other exclusive discount you can get right now is with the Star Wars Daddy. And so make sure to take full advantage of that. All right, guys, we've done it. We got through this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed seeing all these items. They're going to start trickling onto eBay. If you're looking for links, again, you missed it in the beginning, go down below in the description of this video, hit more. You're going to see a whole bunch of information, and you're going to see links for TikTok, Instagram, my email address, memberships, and eBay. So make sure to go check out all those links. Click on them. Go check me out. If you're on TikTok, that would be awesome. If you're on Instagram, that would be great too. We need some followers there on Instagram. I appreciate all the support, you guys, and until the next time, oh my gosh, what is on my shirt? Oh, one of the greatest scenes that you'll ever see on a t-shirt. We got Boba Fett, we got Darth Vader, we got a Stormtrooper, we got the Slave One, we got TIE Fighters. Everything is on this shirt. It's absolutely amazing. Who is your daddy? Hardware, software, editing devices. Software. Okay, redo that. You're an idiot. And we're going to have to go after an eBay seller to get a disc. Overall, and in tight gems. If you use Daddy 10 at